Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We're back in Tainted Grail, and of course, 1.0 has dropped, and we have a brand new character. And if you caught the live stream, and thank you if you did, well, this is Belladonna. She's mainly a mage. I hear that mages are kind of weak in the game. We'll see how it goes. For now, we need to get her up to Horns of the South with as little trouble as possible. But perhaps you should take care of that first. And we can test out her skills, huh? Not bad. Oh, we got another cooking. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. Another keeper. This poor guy was probably here doing his own thing, and well, it didn't fare too well for him. Whoa. Okay. Whoa, anything in there? No. Boy, this used to be a house. A ragged Timberwolf merchant's double. Interesting. Oh, not only does it kill the mob, but it heals her. That's handy. Let's see what this double is. Let's see if it's anything good. Oh, it's got the same armor as the what she's wearing, but let's see what it looks like. We'll keep it because, like I said, it's got the same armor as what she's wearing. All right, let's keep going. I don't even know where that's coming from. Oh, if you've noticed there's no music in the game, it's because after last night's stream, I got a copyright claim for one of the songs. So I've had YouTube scrub the sound from that spot. Getting rid of the song that caused the copyright claim. But I'm also decided just to mute the music in the game. That just makes it easier. It's too bad because it's nice music, but I don't even trust the turn the copyright music off function anymore, so there's that. And there's this guy. We know what he wants. He wants us to fight him so he can have an honorable death. Really don't want to fight him. I want to fight some knight and kill him just because he wants to die. You know? Esgar the Protector, devoted guardian to Prophet Kai. Esgar battled the Scourge of the Red Death, aiding in the founding of the Red Church and the Island Asylum. His dedication saved countless lives during a time of despair. May his memory be praised and never forgotten. In our one hand, it has increased by reading that. Grab all the food we can. Probably keep mindful of the time. That one's empty. All right. Put our weapons away. Audrin, you still... Hello? Hello? Get up, soldier. The enemy's coming.
What's happening? In the name of the All Mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
No, more like I could have stabbed you, and I didn't.
All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh?
Here, I have this pen. I was told I'd find a safe haven here in the Horns.
This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day.
Okay.
Open it up, boys!
And he goes right back to sleep. Silly man. But we have made it inside the walls pretty quick. Hey, lady. Hi.
Oh, mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins.
Who
Who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
You seem angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
I am. Am I?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
Okay. Who's Brandon?
You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Oh, well, thank you. Maybe there's something else I could help you with?
You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rule book.
I'm interested.
There's a woman from the tribes called Nest. She's my supplier. At least, I think she's still working for me. I haven't heard from her in a while. And she was supposed to bring me some really precious cargo. Something the captain wanted me to arrange. You still up for an adventure,
What's the cargo?
That's between me and Captain Brandon. Secrets of the trade and so on. If you hire me to arrange something, that'd be between you and me.
Fair enough.
That's only if you decide to share this kind of information.
Okay, any idea where I could find her?
My guess, and it's only a guess, is that at some point she must have been somewhere around the bay. That beach near the Whale's Tooth. Rumor has it that Bromar No-Face and his thugs are fond of that place, which wouldn't be good news for Nest.
All right, that's all I need.
Good luck. And don't worry, I'll pay. No matter whether she's dead or alive. Just let me know what happened. And bring back the cargo, if she still has it.
Okay. All right. So let's see. What can I afford to part with? Oh, that's what she has. How much gold do I have? Not much. Actually, I should probably wait to start selling stuff, shouldn't I? Well, I can't use that right now. I need 3 strength. And I need 2 strength for that. Gold broadsword. Probably not going to use that, so I'll sell that to her. I'll keep the short sword just in case I do end up being able to use it. And the club. I'm currently wearing the grief-torn armor. Oh no, I'm wearing the ragged. Oh, grief-torn armor increases max health by 5. Maybe I should put it on. We've collected quite a bit of stuff, I just realized. Even some coatings. Various ingredients. Alright. Hold on. What is this armor? Oh, no, it kind of looks jagged, but... Is it heavy armor? You know, I didn't even bother to check. It just says 2 armor, so I have not the first clue. Hello?
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
He's drunk as a skunk. Yeah, he was pretty drunk.
Most unfortunate. But that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
I like his voice. I got this pen from a friend. I assume you know what it means?
Yes, I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
We got shipwrecked on the way, but he could have made it.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Okay. I found a piece of metal with an inscription. Do you know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Okay. Ninian is dead. He asked me to bring you this.
Ninian. I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one of the good ones. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, even after they're gone. But, now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
I saw him in the island asylum.
What? Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
It was a misunderstanding. The Red Priest caught the wrong person.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand. Now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
Fair enough. I talked to Arlife. Why can't she leave this place?
That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
Okay. And is there anything I can help you with?
We've been having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north. But somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there.
Okay, alright. Who's Marg?
He's our huntsman. Keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Oh, well, thanks. And do you have any idea what might be causing this?
There is a local legend about a dark druid named... Slaughter? Slaughter, that was it. He was a necromancer rumored to be able to raise the dead and make them do his bidding. It's quite an old legend, though, so unless he managed to raise himself from the dead, I doubt he's behind this.
And can you tell me more about the cemetery?
It's old. From what I've heard, it even predates the Horns of the South. The keepers and the people from the village below used to bury their dead there, but after the flood, it's been pretty much abandoned.
The flood?
Yeah, damn druids. They flooded a village of innocent people, just to show everyone they're still in power. Fat lot of good it did them. I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad we got rid of them. The things they could do were unnatural.
Oh, you better not know what I'm doing. All right, I'll do it.
Good. Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
All right. And tell me about this place.
Fine then. This is the keep. Anyone sworn in as a keeper lives here, unless they're no longer fit for service. If that happens, they get transferred to the village. Otherwise, they're not allowed to go there without my express permission. So if you ever see any of my boys down there looking shifty, feel free to report them. You're allowed to walk around the keep and the village, but if anyone catches you stealing, I'll take your hands. If you attack any of my men, I'll take your head. That enough for you?
Perfectly enough. All right.
If you need rest, you can sleep in the barracks. It's no royal chamber, but it's better to sleep under a roof than under the stars, right? Especially in this horrible weather.
Okay. And when we don't ask him right off the bat about the seeing the captain, he's actually very friendly to us. And we can cook, we can rest, we can level up right here. Do we have any level up? I don't think so. No, we don't. Okay. Does this go anywhere? Like, back down? Yes, it does. Whee! Oh, that's where we get to see him, up that way. Still drunk, dude? Okay. He's still drunk. We're still leaving him there. We're gonna leave him there for a day or two. But not as long as the keepers apparently would. Hello.
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
I need a warm coat.
Huh. It's for Dan, isn't it? That ungrateful bastard's still on the wall.
Yeah, he told me about your disagreement.
Disagreement? Sure, you could call it that, and I guess I might have overreacted a bit. But since Dan is on the wall and I'm here, I couldn't tell him that I get it. The prank and all. And I forgave him a long time ago. Now that I think about it, it was a hell of a prank.
I guess so. So, you're not mad at all?
Well, he was right. I am old, but inefficient, stung a little bit. After all, I did my job well, and his sword is as sharp as Excalibur itself.
Oh, well, that's good. Now, about the coat?
Well, I may not be angry with him anymore, but that doesn't mean I'll work my ass off so that his doesn't freeze. Here's an explanation of how to make it. Feel free to help him out yourself.
Thank you. And do you have any... you don't get many visitors.
Not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
I have this pen.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
You recognize it.
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
Oh, thanks. You said there's a show going down everywhere. What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. It took a lot of our territory. Then, the Del Rita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
Okay, I just arrived. Tell me more about these bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villagers started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or raids, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too.
Too bad. And the weirdness started spreading near Grubwood.
Yes. That damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy.
Oh, wonderful.
They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving.
Men here started going dark.
When the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
Right. And the Dalrisha took over the All-Mother's Temple.
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Okay. Do you have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you out with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure. Sure, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
You should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Fair enough. All right, so now we have that quest. And we've read the armor, and there's that. Letter from a keeper sister. Oh, Cooking for the Resistance Part 2. We have not read it. Simple recipes from simple ingredients. Author Auntie Friziel. Food's purpose is simple. Fill the belly and fuel the body. Leave fancy meals to aristocrats and their delicate palates. For the rest of us, Auntie Milreed has practical advice. In the first volume, you mastered the basics, boiling water and mashing potatoes. Now it's time for something more refined. Hunter stew. Don't fret. Even the most hopeless cook can follow this recipe with my guidance. This dish reminds me of my late husband, a skilled hunter, but utterly clueless in the kitchen. How could a man be so adept with a bow, be so helpless over a pot? Life's little mysteries, I suppose. Now we have learned how to make hunter stew. And the young man that would usually be standing here for that quest is still not here. So I think that's where we're going to leave it off. Next time, we'll pick right back up and see what sort of trouble we can get into and, well, see what has improved or not improved since 1.0. Until then, bye for now.